What's up, Neweggs? Kenan here with Newegg Now, always bringing you the best products for the best prices. If you're shopping around for a handheld gaming PC, you've come not only to the right place, but perhaps the perfect place. In this box, I've got the GPD WinMax 8-inch gaming laptop. Such a cool device. It's the smallest handheld game console for AAA games. It's a full computer with great specs and doubles as a controller. Let's get it out of the box. Alright, it was packaged very nicely. It comes with an instruction manual, USB-C charging unit and cable, as well as the GPD WinMax gaming laptop itself. So here it is. From far away, it might not look like much, but wow, looks can be deceiving. Let's work from the outside in as we explore this little device. Okay, as a product solely built for hardcore gaming, the WinMax has been made tough and durable. Your upper cover here is composed of a CNC magnesium aluminum alloy and a main body made of aviation-grade anti-shock ABS synthetic resin. The machine features a 1.3 millimeter shell thickness, only weighs 762 grams with a mini size, easy to fit in your pocket or a bag on the go. All right, and take a look at just the insane amount of I/O in this little device. It has enough I/O to rival full-size desktop computers. I'm really not exaggerating here. On the front, you've got a 3.5 millimeter headset jack, all right, as well as a built-in microphone. On this side, you'll see Ethernet and one micro SD slot. On the back, you'll notice HDMI 2.0B. This HDMI supports HDR and Intel SGX. It can output 4K 60 Hz UHD BD video. You've got two USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A ports, one USB-C 3.1 Gen 2, one Thunderbolt 3 port. All right, that's insane that this little thing also has Thunderbolt 3. A lot of full-size laptops don't have that. With Thunderbolt 3, you can connect up to two 4K 60 Hz monitors at the same time, or an external eGPU to achieve the best gaming performance possible. All right, so this works on the go, or dock it at home with an eGPU through Thunderbolt to turn it into a full-fledged gaming PC. On the back here, you'll also be able to glance into the cooling hardware. To improve thermal performance, WinMax adopts the cooling solutions of PC-class twin turbofans plus dual heat pipes. With dual heat pipes, high-power turbofans, and a high-displacement side blowing design, see these 9 ventilation holes right here? WinMax can reach a hot air exhaust efficiency and give you 3 levels of TDP, 15 watt, 20 watt, and 25 watt. You can switch between these settings in the BIOS. The fans might be a little loud, but I played with this thing for a while and it doesn't get hot. All right, the bottom of the machine is curved with chamfered edges, 49.7% of which is hollowed out for air intake, and the foot pads here have a height of 3 millimeters each. They're attached to the bottom of the machine to avoid obstruction of the airflow. All right, that was a lot of data, but as you can see, the GPD WinMax ain't messing around. Opening it up here, you see the 8-inch IPS touchscreen. It supports 10 touch points, 90% DCI P3 wide color gamut, DC dimming without flickering, 500 nits of brightness, resolution only 1280 by 800, but has 189 ppi. Not the best, but enough for gaming. You see this controller here? Oh my gosh. With the switch key on the side, this thing right here, we go from mouse mode to controller mode. And this has got to be the closest thing to a console controller I've ever felt other than an actual console controller. All right, in terms of built-in joysticks, WinMax adopts the sync-in design and X-input mode of console controllers. The ultra-durable dual 3D joysticks produced by Japan Alps can be used as L3, R3 buttons. They support 360-degree rotation after pressing down, right? In terms of working life, the potentiometer and center stack of the joystick can be used for 2 million and 5 million spins, respectively. To avoid finger slipping during gaming, the joysticks have that classic curved rocker cap made of hard materials with strong resistance, and the right joystick is in the same position as that of the GPD Win, L1, L2, and R1, R2 are in the left and right corners, all right? They all have highly reliable Panasonic micro switches with mechanical service life reaching 10 million clicks. In terms of the D-pad, WinMax uses the split arrow key layout of the PS4 controller to facilitate subtle, precise movement. The ABXY buttons are still made with double-layer silk printing with appropriate spacing between the buttons that facilitates comfortable pressing without errors. Select start buttons are located near the top right over here. All right, see this top hinge here? We have select, menu, and start. Take a look at that. Easily within reach for the left thumb. Now inside the machine, you've got hardware that again rivals full-size laptops and computers. WinMax uses Intel's 10th generation Core i5-1035G7 processor with 4-core 8-thread design, 1.2 GHz reference frequency, clock it up to 3.7 GHz turbo frequency, 2 MB of L2 cache, 6 MB of L3 cache. It's got dual channel 16 gigs of LPDDR4X 3200 memory with read and write speeds exceeding 60 gigabits per second. It uses integrated graphics. The built-in i5-1035G7 SoC integrates Iris Plus Graphics 940, which has 64 EU execution units. Graphics performance comes close to the MX250. Compared with the last gen chips, this display chip has achieved a qualitative leap in performance, energy efficiency, 3D media and gaming performance, and you could hook this up to an eGPU through that Thunderbolt 3. What you're paying for here is the form factor, right? The portability. The GPD WinMax also has a 512 gig M.2 NVMe SSD with sequential read-write speeds exceeding 2,000 megabytes per second. It can be replaced very easily, but only supports single-sided M.2 2280 SSDs. Thanks to the hardware, tons of PC games, even some AAA games, are all going to run very smoothly here. Gosh, that is just so much fun. How long is it going to last, Kenan? Well, that depends what you're doing, obviously. The GPD WinMax is equipped with 3 5,000 milliamp hour large capacity and high density polymer lithium batteries, 65 watt super fast charger supporting PD 3.0 protocol, which can charge multiple devices such as mobile phones, tablets, notebooks, all at the same time. So it'll support heavy use for about 3 hours, moderate use for 6 to 8 hours, and light use for 14 hours. Depends on you. This is an incredible, incredible machine. It probably doesn't replace your main gaming PC, but it would be a superb second PC. The fact that they've packed this much function into a controller essentially is something to be admired. Get that 16 gigs of RAM, clock up to 3.7 gigahertz, output 4K, hook it up to an eGPU, and turn it truly into a fully fledged gaming PC. There are a lot of possibilities here. It's stocked with the latest Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 technology as well, so it's really prepared for the next generation of connectivity and devices, folks. Yeah, the GPD WinMax 8-inch laptop. Let the GPD WinMax, with its robust hardware and unparalleled controller, give you the euphoric bliss of nostalgia while staying connected to the future. Let us know what you think of this machine in the comments and reviews. For current prices, please check the description or click that link below. I'm Kenan with Newegg Now, and now you know.